Hey, and welcome back to Spiritfarer. Today, we are going to be dealing with Summer's quest, I think. Just because we have like all the gems and rare rocks, I guess, that she requests. But, oh, you're over here. That's nice. Perfect space to actually talk about stuff. But you have nothing to talk about. Okay, you would like some diamonds and stuff, but I don't have diamonds. But I do have some hematite and some amethyst. Which is obviously a purple gem that stabs your hand however you hold it. It's probably very dangerous.
Ah, an amethyst. What a treat. Amethysts are healing stones, you know, because you have to first get stabbed by them. Ailments, emotional issues, nightmares and other afflictions can be cured with the power of amethysts. They are great to balance chakras as well. Specifically the crown chakra, which is at the very top. I have learned stuff over the years. Apparently, it's definitely not because it's called the crown chakra, right? That would definitely not tip you off, ever.
Anyway, that's one of them, and hematite. A polished hematite makes for a great deforming mirror.
Ah, wonderful. A hematite. Hematite crystals ground and balance your energy. It is said that the highly protective energy is good for helping women who lack courage. They stimulate the mind too and improve self-confidence, willpower and self-esteem. Oh, and are famous for their action to provide pain relief. Not to mention they smell really good.
This probably smells similar to iron, you know, and blood.
And with that last gem, my basic medicine cabinet is complete. And since my meditation room is already furnished with a nice little altar, you can come by and admire it any time. In any case, I am truly grateful for all of your help. You were always, after all, a radiating presence.
She sure is.
A beacon of light. Or maybe even a star with that hat. Stella, I hadn't planned on it, but I think I have something more important to teach you. But our next class, well, we have to leave the boat for it. I've heard of a nice spot in Mount Toriyama on a cliff, overlooking the horizon.
Isn't that where we just were?
I think it would make for a nice classroom. I'm ready when you are. Just set sail.
Sure.
No hugs though.
Okay, fair enough. The diffracted cabinet. Maybe do we actually have like all the gems here somewhere? No. Like you have like some gems down there, and one of them definitely looks like an amethyst, like of sorts. But hey, multiple quests or like requests completed. The oneness and the wholeness. New quest. I'm gonna read like some of the quests for... Okay, it literally just tells me to go there. Summer has a special lesson to teach me. She would like to meet her on the cliff on Mount Toriyama, which is, I think, over here, right? Yeah, I just was over there, but maybe this is like the question marks. In any case, we probably can't make it this night, which is, you know, fine. We will survive. I'm gonna get like all the letters though. Is there like a trick to this? Like, I know I can pop them, but like maybe I can get like more if I do it right. I have no idea how I would do it right, but I feel like maybe it's also just the case that you only get like one. I'm just always like so surprised that I'm only getting one, even though like the image itself depicts two. Okay, you get what I mean? Okay, more letters. Just in case I actually want to open like a burger shop or something like that. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? So let's get the watering going, and you as well. And the last one, also very lovely. Yeah, you're just staring, right? Right, Daffodil? Aw, have some pets. Lovely. Okay, we should be able to just go through here, right? Like I actually remember, like, wasn't this bright enough all the time? Okay, we are outside of the area already, so maybe we're going to come to like a standstill in just a brief moment. That would be really annoying. You know, just as I say it. Ah, fair enough. But like, we can at least look at the stars, right? Look at that. Should be able to see them now, right? A little bit. Still very lovely. I guess it's time to just go to sleep then. Because we obviously want to make like a little bit of progress, right? Like I've spent like so much time like over the last few episodes basically just running around, like getting a few resources here and there and like just relaxing. But it might just be time to actually, you know, follow the main quest every once in a while. You know? While I do appreciate this game, and have joked about this being like a 100 episode series before, even outside of the actual videos, I don't actually think it would be the perfect 100 episode series. Maybe 50 is enough. I don't know. We will see. We will see. Maybe there's going to be like so much in like the second act of the story that 100 episodes makes sense though. Anyway, we are now basically there. I'm just gonna wake everyone. And once they're awake, I'm just gonna take the boat. I'm assuming I just have to get to like the very top. I hope I don't have to get there at night, because that would be actually annoying.
We are here. What a nice, quaint place. And the view, well, it can't be beaten, can it? Yes, this will be perfect. I see a little promontory up that cliff there. Just go ahead, I'll meet you there. How will I do it? Ha, don't worry. I'm sure I'll manage to snake my way up.
Yeah, just wriggle your way up there. The oneness and the wholeness. Sure is going to happen. Look at you, just standing here, still. Oh wait, I didn't actually check what I needed. Oh, back so soon. Ha, I'm always happy to see you, sweetheart. But don't let me hold you back from your adventures. Yeah, I still have to check, because I feel like you are the only one, maybe the only one, but like at least for now the only one who doesn't want to be in the guest room. Which is certainly something, I guess. But hey, we can deal with that like once we're done here. I'm assuming that you probably don't want like too exotic of a resource for your building, I hope. Because otherwise this might just be like a very late game spirit, I guess, that you can meet very early. Like, there seem to be like tiers to it just because of how... Oh, actually over here. Are you talking about this rock now? The one that I can lick? But yeah, like, just because of like how the resources seem to be tiered in a way. But hey, let's talk.
Ha, I haven't lost my touch, have I? I might be old, but I still have a few tricks up my sleeve. And beating younglings in a climbing race has always been a specialty of mine. But enough of this. Let's focus on the matter at hand. This lesson, as you might have guessed, will be a little bit special. Up to now, we focused on the proper care of plants and crops. Well, now I think it's time to concentrate on the proper care of one's mind. Sunlight and music were the tools of the former. Well, for the latter, our tool will be the act of meditating. And that's specifically why I brought you here. See this boulder? It hasn't been consecrated for nothing. Powerful spiritual energies flow through the area. I know, it might seem strange, occult even, but just humor me. First things first, sit down next to me, just like that. Or like Daffodil's going to in just a moment once Daffodil's done with like the Everlight. Alright, your turn.
Okay, I can now interact with the rocks. Look at that. I don't even have my hat on.
Meditation, Stella, is an affair of wholeness. Of wholeness and of oneness. A lot of novices believe, wrongfully, that meditating is the pursuit of an empty mind.
Look at Daffodil. Absolute professional here.
But the mind is not empty, Stella. It is a beast, savage and untamed, violent and caring, loving and destructive, hateful, curious, scared, a ball of frayed nerves. Much like the dragon, it cannot be controlled. It must be allowed to roam free.
Take a deep breath.
My father also lived with this tormented creature. Of a different kind, perhaps. He chose to fight it. Tried to muscle it down into submission. To mark it under the auspice of violence. And mostly to silence it. He thought that nothingness was the solution. But the dragon is indomitable. The fight left my father a broken man. Let your mind wander, Stella. Gently, like you would a scared kitten. Let it smell the grass. Let it notice the wind flowing through your hair. The heat radiating from the stone behind you. The rhythmic breaking of the waves below. Let your spirit penetrate all things, not to make them yours, but to make yourself theirs. Be one and be whole, but keep being.
Okay. Just went dark and that's it. Okay. I can expect it, like, I don't know, might just be me, maybe I expected too much from meditating that like something else would happen after we talked about it. But I guess, wait a second. Yeah, talk about the Pia. I want to say like it's probably just that. Also, Summer has a special lesson to teach me. Yeah, okay, we've already done that much though. Time to float down. That's how you flutter. Okay, I guess we're checking that one out in a second.
There you are. Seems like my lesson had quite the influence and knocked you right out. You were up there for hours. I just had to stretch my legs at some point.
You have legs?
Oh, what are you saying? A vision? Of course. You're the Spiritfarer after all. The mystical energies of this world are bound to affect you in mysterious ways. I am sure there are other such areas of power. If you find them, be sure to take the time to meditate. Perhaps more visions will rain down upon your mind. I mean, I didn't really get like a proper vision, I just got like a blackout, so maybe I can see more next time? You know, Stella, while you were up there, I tried to do some thinking. I wanted to prepare for our next lesson. There's still so much to teach. But I couldn't think. My mind was uneasy. For, you see, I too have had a vision. A gift from the universe. It's the dragon, Stella. I have felt him creeping slowly towards me. I thought I had some grand purpose to accomplish before he would swallow me whole. But now I realize that the dragon hasn't crept much at all. He has kept up with me for quite a while now, and ignoring it won't do me any good.
That might be it.
Well, let's go, shall we?
I guess we will go. For now you just wanna leave, I guess. Like actually, like physically go. Otherwise, let's go. Sure, you wanna get something to eat first though? Pouch fruit?
Another treat. Will always cheer me up. Just don't tell my teeth.
Also, by the way, have I ever learned what you like otherwise? I don't think I have. What would you be into? Maybe tea. Have I ever given you tea? I don't know. Maybe let's leave though. I feel like this is like the minimum I have to figure out about like your life. Are you hanging out somewhere? Probably inside of your home because it's getting late, right? You're actually sleeping already. Okay. Interesting.
Dear, dear.
wouldn't happen to have some food? I'm gonna give you like some food first. I'm gonna do like my rounds here. Did we try old-fashioned food? Ah, thank you, Munchkin. I guess we had tried that before. I just wasn't sure because like there technically is like a limited amount of food I've got. Like I could have given them. I got planks! Get your planks! Made some for you, Stella. Enjoy! Wait. I want to give you some food before you go to sleep. Have some coffee. That's the perfect thing to eat before you go to bed. Delicious! And a hug! How great! I agree. Wasn't that great? Yeah, it sure was. Now go to bed. I'm watching, apparently. I'm wondering what happens if I stand like on the left side here. Can you go to sleep then? Am I going to get stuck? Also, it sounds like weird maybe, but I also kind of want to see what you look like when you go to sleep. Inside. Okay. Just resting like that. That's fine. Okay. Right, like we always have to like do the sleep check apparently. Well then, if it's that late, what can we do? What can we do? I guess there are like a few other spots to meditate at. There is this one, Alice's cottage. A comfortable place for Alice to unwind. I can actually build this one. It's just, you know, space-wise, like a bit hard. Like I could build it here, but the issue is like I don't have like quite enough space to get you in here then. I know this is also part of... Wait a second. Edit. This is... Okay, this is actually like a space. Like I can't replace like this area, I want to say. Okay, this makes more sense. I don't know if I want to move you, by the way. I'm just gonna move you though. I don't know, like, again, like the other building. I mean, it's a really small one, but I definitely don't have the space currently. I'm gonna have to make like some plans for that one. But I might actually wait until I have like one fewer spirit. Like at some point I might actually, you know, remove some of the buildings. Like I could always remove Gwen's Lodge, but like, again, feels kind of wrong for like, you know, my old friend slash first spirit I was faring around to just remove that one. Like, I'm gonna keep that one probably for some time. I'm kind of less attached to like the other buildings. And I might also like feel differently, right? Like about like Gwen's Lodge in the future. But you know, you have to have like some principles, at least like for a few episodes. I'm just gonna grow like some coffee here. Very lovely. What else do we want to do? I mean, we still have like a few minutes. We could check out like another meditation spot. Because like that seems to be like something. I don't actually know, like the thing about the vision actually kind of confuses me. Because like we didn't actually, you know, ourselves, we didn't really get a vision. So maybe something broke? Or this is like actually the situation where we just don't get a vision and maybe we see like more of a vision like the next time we do something. Right, like this is kind of what I'm thinking right now. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep. Just to skip to morning, and then I'm gonna... Maybe this is actually a question mark. Maybe this big rock is like the thing that's like not on the list of items. I could see that being the case. Gonna check out what the, you know, good old navigation site has to offer. And no, there's actually something else. Okay, we don't actually know where the rocks are then. Interesting, interesting. We could go over here and, you know, look around. Oh wait, like I always see like the exclamation mark and I'm like, oh yeah, I should definitely check that one out. I could also, like I have like a few minutes left, but I'm thinking about like how to best spend my time. Like I don't wanna make like too much progress, right? Like towards the end of an episode, it's always terrible. Because that means that I have to like do overtime. Which again, I would love to, but I don't have the time like in real life. I guess I'm just gonna pick up some crates then. Like there's a chance that there's like a rock here. So let's pick up those crates, talk with our friend over there, and maybe do like the daily quests, if I can. And once we are done with that, I'm going to go like to that island, and like next time we can work on Astrid's quest line a little bit. I also would like to talk to Summer for a little bit here. Maybe I should probably ring the bells. That would be smart. But you know me, I like to forget stuff. So I'm just gonna grow like all of these stuff. All of these things. Yeah, and you know, start to water them. Ring the bell in a second in case nobody has woken up so far. I don't actually know if like everyone just awakes at some point. Maybe I don't actually need to... Okay, nobody has woken up yet. I'm gonna ring the bell. Just so you have like your whole day in front of you. How are you feeling today, errands? Iron Copper treasure map. I could do that. Like, it's a little bit of coal, but like, this is like the only expensive thing in here. Turnips for some leaded seeds. Yeah, that's great. This is also great. Get like all the glims. I'm not gonna sell stuff. What can I buy? Oh, we are like 4,000 glims almost. That's nice. Alright. You enjoy your time there. That's perfect. While we are at it, I am... Like, I'm so close, I should be able to do like both things at the same time, I hope. But before I do so, I'm gonna, you know, melt like a little bit more copper. Finalize this. I hope I have like enough coals in there. Maybe it's like 1 coal every single time I do something. I don't actually know. It's kind of nice to see around like into like all the other buildings just because of the crate down there which moves my camera. But it's definitely not necessary. Okay, I am almost done. I don't know if I need to... I might need to push it once more. No, okay. Gimme a rose. Oh no, talking about a rose. Let's first do the iron. I know you're talking about something, and I would like to finish the, like, basically, not a quest, but like, whatever we had done before, like our moment summer. But alas, I have to first, you know, do the work before we can talk. Yeah. Blow some air, you can do it. I mean, it's going to take like just a minute, but like, not a hard mini game. So let's wait until I'm done. And we're done. That's perfect. Give me the iron. Love the iron. I love my iron. Okay, that should be enough for like the quest.
Getting chilly. I'm getting cold all of a sudden. I think I might just be growing a bit tired. Maybe I'm not rested enough yet. I'll just take a little me time and then we can continue our lesson.
I don't like that you're going into your room, because Gwen did the same thing when she was ready to move on, or almost.
I'm excited about the next steps. You're making some fantastic progress, honeybee. Don't give up.
Okay, I guess you're just doing something.
Rose.
You're thinking about Rose again.
When I was healed, I didn't want to go back to my old life. To the ways of poison and hatred. Rose had reminded me of my youthful love. Unintentionally. She had unveiled my eyes. I sold everything I owed. Took every dirty penny I'd ever earned. I bought a plot of remote land and started anew. I listened to the hidden songs of nature. When you listen, Stella, really listen. The plants tell you all sorts of things. What they like, what they need, who they love. Some called it biodynamic farming. I call it the listening to the universal chant. I carved this little nest in the middle of the woods. And when finally it responded, when the flowers and the trees and the birds started flourishing, stronger than they ever could with the touch of poison. One the day of the solstice, when the hill was emerald green. Well, that's when I asked her to marry me.
Oh, how sweet. I guess I'm done with this place though. I wanted to go back to, you know, my good old friend. I had like a quest I wanted to finish because, you know, you were like 2 meters away from me. Let's get that one going, you know, before I end this quickly. You know, let's also check, like, I actually wanted to figure out like whether you still had like one thing to say. No, okay, yeah, we're done. to check. Like sometimes I just miss conversations. That's what I wanted to make sure I didn't. Anyway, treasure map. I'm curious about that one. Alright. Whatever that means, I hope it's some good treasure. Ah, you found your first treasure map. You might find something interesting from it. Look inside. You'll find coordinates for some treasure. Ooh, lost bounty. Please tell me that's not the place that I've already found. Wait. It's probably in the first section. Treasure map. Map location, -58, -52. That's definitely a different place. That's like further west than what we had found before. No, request completed? Wait, it is? Ah, it is actually the place that I found like over here somewhere, right? If it's completed. Or is it like a different one? Because you just told me that the request was completed. Can I look at like the finished ones? Like I don't know if it's like completed now because of that, but it might just be like the foundry upgrade that I had found. Which on one hand is cool, but on the other hand it's kind of annoying that I accidentally found that one. Ah, yeah. Well, that's just life. I'm still gonna check this place out like at some point, but I don't think it's like the highest priority because it seems like it's really close to like the place where I picked up like a bottle before, because I do remember like it was like close to here, right? And it's like basically the same coordinates. I'm just gonna assume that it's like the same thing, but you know, sometimes you just have to like recheck. Like the next time I wanna get some tuna, I guess I'm gonna check it out. Anyway, I'm gonna make it to the countryside, but we are not going to continue there today. We're going to work on that quest line tomorrow. Are you? Okay, you're actually just resting. That's at least you let me, you know, inside of your house. that's something. In any case, though, we are going to check again Astrid's quest line out next time. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you next time. Till then, have a good one, and bye-bye.